Ranch. I'm here at Muscle Rod Shop. What's up, Brandon?
Man, what's going on?
Not a lot. Looks like you've got a lot done here, though. Last time you guys saw, there were not floor pans in this car at all. And all of this, he bought. He just ordered it online, came in, and just like, it bolts right in.
eBay, always eBay.
No, Brandon made all this. He actually made a video about it. It's really cool. This was all flat steel, flat piece of steel, and they cut it all, they bead rolled it all, which for those who don't know what that is, you need to go check out Brandon's video, because it's pretty cool. Link in the description below of him bead rolling, which is making all of these little dents in the metal. And the purpose for that, Brandon, is not just to look cool.
It's to make it strong.
Makes it stronger.
Really strong. And so that it doesn't pop. So Tony had made this transmission tunnel here. So the reason why it has the beads in it is just so usually you might be able to move this metal, but right now you cannot. So it is strong.
Totally strengthens it, having that bend in it. So now this metal is thin enough that you could kind of warp it like that. You could flip it if it was all flat. But since it's bead rolled, it's super sturdy, and it's not gonna, as you're driving down the road, go pop, pop, pop,
exactly
bounce
right.
back and forth.
Less vibration.
Plus it looks awesome.
And it looks awesome.
It does look really cool, super professional. Gotta get in the right light to see some of these beads. See them right there. But everywhere where there's a big opening spot, he bead rolled it to add that strength to it. So anywhere where you change direction of the metal, it'll make it a lot stronger. Very cool. Can you see it from the bottom too? Yeah, buddy. Sweet. And yeah, you can see the frame that they built down there as well. You can see the frame going up into the bottom of the tunnel there. Super strong. You can see the frame coming back here. How big is that metal right there?
So this is a 1x3 1/4-inch wall.
Yep.
And in the video I did, Tony had built this frame piece out because there's no framing material left on the original car. Because all that stuff came out.
These are normally unibody cars, yeah. And you are making this into a body that will just come right off the frame.
Right, a bolt-on
right.
body. A bolt-on.
So we're gonna have this frame not welded to this body, it will bolt on.
Right, so we're gonna use those same style body mounts there.
Yep.
See this portion here? So that's that frame that we just put in. So there's gonna be a box right here with a big nut in it. Yep. And then that'll bolt up like that.
You also made this.
Yes.
Firewall's new.
Firewall's new.
Bead rolled as well. That's gonna roll into the, why didn't you do anything here yet?
Because you're gonna do it.
Oh, all right. Yep. I'm in.
Some bead rolling.
That's right. I have never done it. I'm excited to try it.
That's gonna be fun. It's a fun experience.
Yeah, it's gonna be good. And then the back here still needs a little bit of work, but coming together. And then we throw a seat in there just to kind of see how it would be. That's a stock Barracuda seat. Back here, what's gonna happen here?
All right, so in the back, these frame rails are coming out. We're gonna make this extremely simple. We're gonna go and put just basically square tubing coming from there to here.
Yep.
And it's gotta go straight. It can't flare out because the frame rail on the truck is
straight. Right. And we're gonna cut this where?
All right, and on the back of this.
Well, here, before we get into that, you can see your frame adjustment already. So these welds are new. The frame used to come, let's see, where was it? It came straight up through here, right?
It came up and over.
Yeah. And so he added this whole section right here so that we could take out the section that was right here. We had a big hump there, which we did not want.
Right, and you couldn't have that hump because then there's no place to put your feet in the back seat.
The back seat. So he made it bigger here, and then later he's gonna come back and put a flat piece of metal there to box it in, make it super strong.
Right, and then this is gonna get cut here. We don't need any of this downward slope.
Yep.
Because if that's the case, then you're gonna end up with this much.
It'd be hanging out the bottom over there. Looks stupid.
So this is gonna be straight and flat all the way through, and then we're gonna box the inside of it, making it really strong, and then we got another plate going on the outside with kind of a surprise.
Some secret stuff.
Yeah. It's gonna be cool.
The only problem, you did take the transmission out, the only problem is we got this pretty stock engine left in here.
Yeah, we need to get this thing out.
We can't have a stock Cummins in it. We're gonna actually pull the engine today. I'm gonna take that to a shop that's going to rebuild that here in town as well. And then they can start really messing with this frame to get that engine's huge, to get this giant engine out of the way.
You got the big voice for it, so.
Yeah, buddy, let's get her done. Before we go and pull that engine, Brandon was showing me this. See how there's, I don't know if you can hear it. This metal's popping. So that's when you come over to a bead roller. Brandon also just made this, just showing me how to make something. You can just make anything. So then you come to a bead roller and put some beads in it, take that pop out. Basically, I'm a pro. So now, super strong, It feels like the metal got thicker. That's what's crazy. It's so strong. I can't pop it now, any direction. That's wild.
Yeah, you see it's got kind of like a bow to it.
Yeah, and a bow.
So then all you do is you take it and pull it this way. And it starts popping again.
Yeah, pop, yeah.
See it?
Yep.
So now we take this, you go shrink it all the way around, and it won't happen.
Or, I mean, you could do that, or you could just run it through this way, and it'll look really good. I think you should start doing this in your custom cars. Yeah.
It's got a nice plaid.
Fixed it. It's my first piece of metal that I made.
Like, ride with me if you ride with me, you can slide with me if you feel like 550 on the 5 sticky, come get high with me, that's a deal, right? Ride with me if you ride with me, you can slide with me if you feel like 550 on the 5 sticky, come get high with me, that's a deal, right? That's a deal, right? That's a bet, right? That's a bet, right? That's a deal, right? That's a deal, right? That's a bet, right? That's a deal, right? That's a deal, right? That's a bet, right? That's a deal, right? That's a deal, right? Ayy, coming down like precipitation. I ain't never met a limitation.
That ain't going nowhere. Hey, you gotta slap that side too and say it.
That's going nowhere, for sure.
That ain't going nowhere. We messed it up. So now we have a bare frame. This is a 1-ton 1991 Dodge W350 dually frame that's been modified a little bit. And you didn't see, Brandon actually had pulled the engine and moved it back. So these holes right here are where the engine stock was bolted up. And then now this is where the engine, he's moved it back to. So this whole cross member came back about, what, 7 inches?
Yeah, 7 inches.
So moved it all back so that it fits better with putting the Barracuda on there. And, so that's my body over there. This came off of my car. And we said he's gonna save it and use it for another car. That other car is this one. This one they got, a guy found it. It had been in a front end accident, so all of this was smashed and trashed and had to take it off and throw it away. And then this thing just sat out and rusted for a long time. Now, the front of mine is good. We just didn't need it for what we were doing. We're throwing a big engine in it. So they're gonna actually take this one, put it on this, make a complete Barracuda for someone else to enjoy out of these 2 halves of Barracudas. We saved a car.
Yeah, and because of that, Matt has saved a Cuda, and it's going to be going down the road. Thank you. Yeah.
Feels good. It feels good, guys.
Oh, hey, let me show you the bottom of this thing. Look at this. Let me lift this up. This is how messed up this car is.
Oh, jeez.
Look at that frame rail.
So it should look more like this.
Yeah, it should look like that one. This frame rail was actually fine, but there was no point in keeping it tweaked.
So you're just going to weld these straight into that?
Yeah, so underneath here, look at the other side. It's perfect. Like this is your torsion bar cross member. In that car, this bar. So just pay attention to this bar right here. It's just all
that's all jacked up too.
It broke all the welds. It broke the motor mounts. Everything pushed it all back in the car.
So this car was total back in the day whenever it was wrecked.
And that's the other thing too. Most people won't do anything with this car. This thing would go to the junkyard, the scrap yard for most people.
And it's been scrapped out. They took everything.
It's been scrapped. So this is about average of what we get here. So this is nothing. I mean, and this piece setting aside off of this car.
Piece of cake.
It's perfect.
I'll probably put this together on the weekend, drive it around next week.
Yeah.
We're gonna start with the firewall right now. What we gotta do? So he just put a big sheet here, as you can see. Big, flat, untouched piece of sheet metal.
All right, so there's 2 ways of doing this. You can either put your piece of sheet metal up if you're in that position, that's always great, or put cardboard up.
Yep.
Cardboard's always the better way to do it. But in this case, I don't have cardboard, so we're gonna do this.
Perfect.
So
Draw kind of a rough.
Yeah, this is just a rough estimate. We know we need to go way, way down. And we're gonna go all the way to the edge.
Yep.
And keep all that. And then come down all the way to there.
So when you go cut it now, you just make it a little bigger than that, I guess.
Exactly. But what we're gonna do,
you gotta bend it.
That curve right there.
Yeah.
And we want this curve here.
And that'll bend in right there.
And it'll bend in.
Sweet.
So we're gonna go cut that out now.
Perfect. Here's our original line. He was going and marking outside of it, so we cut a piece bigger than we need.
Sorry.
So that we don't have to do this thing twice.
Yeah.
We'll get kind of a rough cut, then we'll go up there and see where we can trim it off. Okay, we are taking a short break right now on the metal fab to go take the Cummins to the engine shop. Oh yeah. Holden Bros. We're here at Holden Bros Diesel. These are the Holden Bros. Hey guys.
What's up?
So we got a 12 valve here. We're just kind of talking about plan. They obviously know everything about everything, especially compared to me. What do you guys think just off the bat? Do you have any ideas?
We definitely want to make some power.
This is Willie and Steven, by the way.
So we're gonna get rid of the little pump. Even though we like the little pump, it just doesn't make the power. So we're gonna
That's for our fuel.
yeah, we're gonna shuck the case, go to a P pump, and get some real injectors in this thing. When we pull the head off, we'll check a couple of simple things on the motor to make sure that it's good to go.
So you leave the head and the bottom end all pretty much the same.
Yes, so in this instance, yes, obviously they make aftermarket stuff for all that, but for what we're gonna do, I think this is gonna be really fun. In the stock cylinder head, we're gonna run that. We're gonna put some valve springs in it. We're gonna put a cam to help us get on top of the turbos. Big injectors.
You might notice he said turbos.
Turbos.
Stock, these only have one.
That's right, and they're little bitty.
We're gonna do a compound turbo setup, so it'll have one bigger than this, right?
Yes.
And then it goes to one really big.
Yes. And the two of those are gonna work together to compound the air and really help this thing to make some power. If we don't make enough power, then we'll add power adders. Because we're gonna make all of the power.
Power adders, as in nitrous?
Nitrous, exactly. Mainly, that's the only thing we're gonna do. If it doesn't make enough, we'll just spray it. Spray and pray.
We'll have plenty of fuel, that's for sure.
Yeah, exactly. Spray and pray. But we're gonna dress it up as well. There's a couple cool things that we'll do to it while it's apart, because we're gonna be turning some RPM, lots of boost and stuff. So we're gonna try to control the oil leaks that these old tractors like to make, especially with high cylinder pressure and high RPM. So we're gonna do a couple of cool trinkets on this thing while it's apart. But for the most part, this engine is really, really stout from the factory. It's got good forged rods in it. Pistons are super strong. Crankshaft is very strong. And I think it's going to be just fine for what we want to do in the car.
You'll be done in a few days, so pick it up next week.
Oh yeah, probably.
Ready for startup? You'll have the car ready in a week or two?
Yeah,
Take your time.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Well,
Yeah.
you know, I think Matt's trying to hit, what is it, at least 160 in the Texas mile on this Cuda.
Okay.
Maybe
Wait,
170.
Mud terrain.
Big dually.
This is going to be great.
On my 39-inch mud terrain.
Just
Yeah.
squatting down there.
Our coefficient of drag is off the chart, so we're going to go ahead and add lots and lots of nitrous.
Perfect.
No,
Cool.
but I think it's going to be a lot of fun and just awesome. I'm
Sweet.
so glad you picked a tractor to do this. I think it's just going to be ugly.
Yeah, we could have just put like a regular old like gas-powered, engine in there, but
That's
do a
lame.
12 valve.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Exactly. This is going to be awesome.
See ya. I'll be back in a week or two to pick it up.
Broski. Thanks, man. Later, dude.
Later, thanks.
It'll probably be ready tomorrow.
Oh, good. We're back at the shop now. Brandon just spot welded this panel on that he just cut out. And so now the deal is we need to make it bend like this. He has this laser. He lined it up with this here to make sure we know where that line will be there so we can mark it and then bend it.
It doesn't matter.
Oh, it turned on.
Maybe I just hold it very lightly.
All right, so he was lining up that laser there to make sure that he can get the line over here. So now he's put that tape and a marker line on there so we know where the bend needs to be. What are you doing now? You're figuring out where this is gonna be? Because he's gonna carry this through, that bead.
We gotta bring this bead all the way through, up, around, back down in this way. And then we're gonna put something really cool in here. I don't know what yet though.
In reality, you don't have to make that bead match up. He's doing it so it looks nice.
Yeah, I mean, we could just made this bead stop.
Right.
And then just
Like,
started.
my initial plan for this car, Brandon, was to just pick up a Cuda body and set it on here and go. And like the frame was gonna be hanging out the back and it was gonna be like whatever.
Then you brought it to the wrong shop.
Yeah, but then Brandon's like, what if we make it not crappy?
We make it valuable.
So he's figuring out everything we need to know, where everything's gonna go, all the beads, and then we'll pop those welds out and we'll bead roll it.
Are you still going? So the other my bad. So the other thing I like doing is on corners, especially with this bead roller, because the step is so big.
Oh, that's what you're doing there.
Yeah. You see these things, having
Crazy.
a specific size, just pick something. It doesn't matter what it is. And it's got to be kind of big. It can't be like the size of the inside of this.
Right.
Because trying to make that turn is really hard to do. But
Crazy.
now we got this contour on every single corner.
So it matches. So you don't have one that's real sharp and one that's real wide.
Exactly, yeah, everything flows. And we might end up putting some actual bead rolls. Like this is a bead roll, and this is step bead.
I'm actually here just so I can learn all of these tricks, so I can start my own shop. It's called
Hey, man.
Demolition Ranch Custom. So if you guys need anything built, like I'm gonna know how to do everything by the end of this.
Or you can come here. It's all good.
Could you hear that?
No.
Okay, cool. Just drawing it out. Check this out. So that's what he did with that washer right there. Nice round turn. Is this marking the inside of that turn? I guess that's the outside, right?
The marker is actually, well, it's prime, so I don't want to. Oh, I'll do it right here. Is this line?
Okay, cool.
So you got 2 steps. It's going to make an outer line and an inner, and you want to take that into consideration because if like this is our bend, so if we put it too close to that,
Yeah.
this top line is going to end
Start
up
getting bent. Yeah.
in the wrong spot.
Messed up. For y'all to kind of see, like this looks flat here, but you can see it needs to be bent because there's a big hole right down there. So we need it to bend, follow that contour, just like that side.
So what we're going to do first is roll the bead, then come back and bend this because once it's bent, it doesn't fit through that.
Oh, that makes sense, yep.
Yeah. So we got to do this first, and we got to decide what this is going to look like, and that is up to you. So, what do you want it to look like?
I'm gonna put a big M right here for Matt.
We can do an MC.
No, I can't do that.
You sure?
Yeah, that'd be real dumb.
I mean, it's cool.
Very dumb. We're walking around the shop looking at some options now. So that's, yeah.
We could break it like that.
Yeah, it's cool looking.
You could have a cut straight down the middle.
It's nice. I like that. Here's a factory one, just for your information. And Challenger.
That's a good looking firewall.
Yeah, that's really nice.
I like it a lot. So that one has got the split where yours is going to go complete. Mm-hmm. But there's a break all the way across the top.
Right there.
Yeah. And we could do like an angle. I don't know, man. It's hard to decide on that one.
So this is not going to be super visible, so we're probably spending more time on it than we need to. But we're looking at this side, which he kind of has an angle here. He made this panel. So we're thinking we're going to have an opposing angle that's similar over there, a split going down the middle of it, I think. But there's going to be a turbo or two right there in front of that.
The big turbos,
Yeah.
like right here.
So probably splitting hairs over something we don't need to split hairs over.
And I didn't take into consideration too, there's a wall right here. See what that indentation is?
Oh,
There's
yeah.
actually-
Yeah, that's
like,
true.
That's why I did that.
So there's another one right there too.
crap. Okay, that explains it.
So we're only gonna have like this much room to play with. So now we're measuring to figure out where that inner fender is gonna come because Brandon forgot about it. I remembered it, like I was thinking about it.
Thanks, Matt.
Yeah, anyway, I remembered it. So we gotta figure out that, and then we're gonna come off it that far, just like this one, so it's similar looking. I was also just staring at this car and I noticed these speaker holes back here. And then I just started thinking about driving, listening to music in this car, like just cruising.
How are you gonna hear anything?
Oh, we'll figure that out.
is coming out of the.
No, we haven't said that yet. Have we said it? Should we say it?
No, we're not gonna.
No, we'll talk about it later. All right, so now we have the new spot where it's gonna be.
There we go.
There and there. I like that. That was really smart. You're smart.
I don't know what I would do. Hey, you want a job?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll hire you.
All right. What do you want me to do?
Oh, you don't want to talk about pay?
You seem like a good guy. I trust you.
Okay.
Whatever you think.
If that's the case, then you're hired.
Okay, so this part's done. This is where the inner fender will come. So these beads here we can roll. These won't be seen at all. We're gonna take these spot welds out right here and go ahead and bead roll that. Staying straight is hard, you know? Like you want to stay straight, but okay, that's actually easier than I thought. The machine does all the work for you.
It does everything, yeah.
All right, so I need to stop it right when it gets to that X there. Boom. Okay.
Perfect.
That actually looks really straight.
It is.
Now, would you be doing this much faster if you were doing it?
No,
Okay, so you go slow to make sure it's perfect.
just me, yeah. Because I mean, it's easy to get off centered.
Okay.
Look at that line.
Heck yeah, man. Dude, this metal's getting so strong right now. Oh, that one got a little off. We're just going with it.
That's good.
Can you tell?
You know, a little bit. But
That one I started going off the line, so I had to turn it.
this is in the wheel well, and it all gets undercoated.
It's my practice one.
It's
'cause
perfect.
We're not even gonna see that. Now we're gonna do the harder one. We're gonna do the step bead. Is that what you call it?
Yeah, the step bead.
So we're gonna step bead all around, which is going to be this one to hopefully match up to this right here. And this actually will show. This one's gonna be hidden in the inner fender. This one's gonna be very visible.
I'm not gonna lie, I'd be scared to do this one too.
I'm not scared.
Good.
I'm not scared of anything. Not anything.
Except messing this panel up that we've taken a long time to make.
The engine will cover everything. The turbos are there. It's all good. And no one on YouTube will see this video.
Yeah, you're gonna do a good job.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, so I'm gonna set you up, and you're gonna go at it.
Okay. All right, I have one question. Can I stop in the middle? Or do I have to keep moving or anything like that?
You can stop,
You can't stop and reset.
just don't stop on a curve.
Ooh, okay. Really? Okay. All right.
And then once you get over here to this portion here,
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to hold.
All that weight, so it's not.
Yeah, I'm gonna hold this side for you.
Okay. Now I'm getting nervous, actually.
Well, it's looking good.
You're right. It does pop. That's weird.
Yeah, this is such a big panel, it's gonna pop. Now you're on the curve.
Okay, so I don't know how to. I just slowly bend it around.
You just slowly turn it.
Okay.
Your foot pedal,
Yeah.
you're just gonna barely press on that pedal as you're going around it.
Barely move. All right.
Yeah, you remember when you TIG weld?
Yeah.
Yeah, just like that.
Okay.
Just barely press on that pedal.
Oh, dang it. I already messed up.
No. Okay, so
I messed it up.
here's
I thought it would turn way easier.
no. I mean, you kind of overshot a little
Yeah,
bit.
I
but
know. I thought it was
that's not bad.
I thought it was just gonna go around, and it didn't. And you said don't stop in a turn, and I stopped in a turn. I don't know what to do. Thought about like just sending it all the way, and I was like, no, I probably should stop in the turn.
No, yeah, the turns are hard to know how much to turn.
Yeah,
It's
I should have. He asked if I should practice, and I was like, no, let's do it. I should have practiced for sure. Oh gosh.
Watch. Okay, so you kind of went. It's just
I barely turned it.
It's barely over.
All right, yeah.
So there's two options. All we have to do is we can either dolly this back flat to here.
Oh,
and then start
crazy.
going.
Okay.
Yeah, very easy.
All right.
Or you can just remake the line a little bit further over and turn. It's not going to hurt anything to make it further.
Let's do further over.
Yeah, okay, let's
Yeah. It's fine. All right, Brandon, the nice guy is, drew me a line a little further out. See, I just thought this line was too far in, so I wanted this line. So that's why I extended it a little more, but we're also I'm gonna do a practice piece now. This is the practice piece. Should have done this first. Now I see that. Never go full send when you've never even half sent anything.
This is good for me not because I don't have to do it. That's not good. But
I'm slowing you down.
no.
I don't know if y'all can tell, it's nighttime now. We are up here at 7:30 at night. I got Brandon here and we're trying to build this firewall.
I have never had, at least I don't think I've ever had a customer actually build a part of their car.
Yeah, it's because
That's pretty cool.
we slow you down.
Yeah, well,
Because I'm not helping at all.
That's definitely not why.
I brought beer. See? So that's good.
Okay, that's why.
This part's so easy. Okay.
It's easier with a really small panel. Now go slower.
Oh, slower on my foot pedal.
Yeah, your foot pedal needs to go slower. Yeah,
Gotcha. Yeah, I definitely missed. I overshot that one too.
it's okay.
Okay, I'm gonna try to get back in line and then go slow on this one. Yeah.
You see how hard you got to push it?
Yeah. That is tricky. All right, that one was close.
It takes a lot to get that stuff right, but once you get it down,
I did. See that?
that's not bad.
That one was close. This one,
Yeah, that's.
I overshot and then I tried to catch up here. So that I know what happened on that one.
Okay, so now you can.
So I overshot on this one. I got back on this one. These are perfect, right?
Yeah.
So I just messed up.
This right here, if this was on that panel, you'd be golden.
Okay.
Yeah, for sure. All right.
I think I can do it.
You want to go at the panel again?
Yeah.
All right, let's do it. Yeah.
Worst case scenario, if I overshoot it again, just go with it. Just get it and straighten it out, you think?
If you overshoot it and you're sitting way out here,
Stay that distance.
then you need to look at this wheel
Yeah.
and you need to stay that distance
All right.
away.
I'm just gonna try to go way slower, I think.
Eventually, we're just gonna put a bead through the whole damn panel and just call it a day. Slow. Oh my damn! Look at that.
How did that look? It felt good.
You hit the mark.
Oh, now I'm off. I kind of just turned it, but
You're okay.
We're
Just
gonna
stay.
go with it.
Yeah, just stay straight then.
All just moved on its own.
Okay, this is a really tight turn, so
No, I went too tight.
it's okay. Keep going.
All right, we're good. I like these. Nice rolling bends.
So this one's gonna be tricky. It's a long curve.
Oh, I'm already inside of it. Oh man, I messed up.
Just keep going.
Now I'm outside of it.
Just keep going, dude.
dude. I got way outside of it.
Oh, wait. Okay, just keep going. Oh no, it's hitting the table.
Man,
That was my bad. I was supposed to hold.
Jacked it all up. It's not gonna match up now
man.
here. 'Cause
Let's
it hit
see.
that table
Let's
and
see how
it
you
turned
did.
it.
Kind of off a little bit.
Oh, it hit the table.
Yeah. It's the table.
Yeah. See, I was good, and then it hit that, and dude, it jacked that up bad. Is that ruined? You just flatten it out again, right?
Yeah, you just flatten it out. We
Okay.
have to use the punishing hammer. That really loud thing.
This actually looks good-ish, right?
Yeah, this is usable. We can do all this.
But
This is not a problem because it's on the edge and we can just hammer it all
that
out.
has to be matched up. So this is really the only part that's bad, right?
Yes.
You didn't sound sure.
No, I'm sure. I'm just like, it's funny, dude. That's funny.
Oh man, I'd like to see you spay a cat.
Yeah, what?
All right, we're gonna let the master do it. He flattened it all out now, so it's back to normal. Now he's gonna go ahead. This is all me, like all perfect, but I just messed up over there.
If I get this crooked, it's the beer.
I hadn't even watched you do them really, so that's what I probably should have done.
Well, I mean...
Hey, we should move this thing out. Well, there's a lot of stuff on it.
Well, all you gotta do is hold that
Okay,
side
hold it up.
a little bit.
Gotcha.
Which I should have been doing for
Yeah,
you,
see, I'm gonna help you out, and you didn't help me.
which is why it got messed up in the first place, most likely. It's not because you were just like driving drunk. Okay, hold it up a little bit.
Okay.
All right, ready?
Yep.
See how I'm going real
Oh yeah, you're
slow?
going so slow. Okay.
Yeah, like my toe is barely pressing.
Gotcha. That
And
makes a
it'll
lot
go
of
straight
sense.
for a second, and then it'll turn,
Yep.
and then when I turn it back is when I'm really gonna need you to hold it.
Yep. Got it. Oh yeah, I was just going too fast. Look at me, I'm helping.
And then we're gonna go straight right there. Yeah.
You like it?
It's beautiful.
Beautiful. So this is how you make the bend? I thought it'd be a little fancier than this.
Well, actually, you'd be surprised. Most of those round transmission tunnels we make,
Yep.
I bend them on a pull-out back.
Yeah.
So that's just how it is. Usually you can use like a slip roll.
Did you make that?
Yeah, it's the best tool I have.
Cool.
But usually you can you run it in a slip roller and it just rolls the metal as it goes
Yeah.
through. But I mean, I use whatever I can.
Looks good. Did you make that?
Yeah. Find that angle,
It's getting there.
which is kind of hard to do.
Yeah, I bet.
Because we gotta know how far down to go to brake.
Yeah, that's pretty close.
Damn, I think I'm gonna clamp this side first. I need to bend it a little bit more.
Got her tacked in. Show me that pop.
Right here.
You have to go push from the inside.
Yeah. Watch.
So that's the only problem. Because if you're driving down the road and that thing was torquing, it was going pop, pop, pop. It'd be really annoying. So to take that out, what do you do?
So to take that out, we're gonna heat it up right here, probably with a torch, and sometimes I actually do it with a weld. Just
Yeah.
Put a weld there and then cool it off really quick. Dolly it out.
That
a
just
little bit,
tightens it all?
And it tightens up, yeah, when you cool it off.
And the reason we did these things and these are so it doesn't pop. So we got them out of the whole thing, no pops except for right there, and that should be an easy fix.
Yeah, it's gonna be good.
Thing looks good. Fits in there nice.
You did a good job, man.
Yeah, I did all this and this and right about here I stopped, and then he did that.
But see how now it matches it. It rolls
Yeah,
back around.
which would be cool.
It's gonna be nice.
It'll be perfect. On Brandon's channel, Muscle Rod Shop, he has some more stuff that you haven't seen, like floorboards, taking the body off the frame, and some other things that he has working over there. Go check him out. Thanks for the work today. You're a really good worker. I appreciate your skill.
Thank you very much.
And
you're very good too.
I think everyone on YouTube definitely appreciates your skill as well. So go check out Brandon Muscle Rod. We will be back checking out the Barracuda Cummins soon, and we'll have some motor updates for you. Thanks for watching this episode of Off the Ranch. I love you, and I'll see you next time.
Hey, what camera is that? Number...
Shut up! Don't tell Mayor.